Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, desolate, stars, peasants, facets, senators. I'm a useful idiot, and I want to say something about Jim DeMint, the recently departed senator from South Carolina. He'd been a senator since 2005, so he was actually only in there for a short time, seven years. And he's abruptly leaving his job as a senator to head the conservative think tank group, the Heritage Group. And of course, he's talking about how he wants to get outside of Washington and be more effective in this role where he can spread conservative values. And I have mixed feelings about Jim DeMint. He fell on the right side of many issues. Fiscal conservative, he was for a balanced budget amendment, and he voted against the bailouts and the auto bailouts and the bank bailouts. And for that, I approve. But he was all for the Iraq War, like most neocons, and like Michelle Bachmann and so many others, for him to co-opt the Tea Party and roll it into the Republican Party was rather presumptuous, to say the least. I don't think that Michelle Bachmann or Jim DeMint or many of the others that claim the mantle of the Tea Party have any legitimate reason to make that claim. But that said, so Jim DeMint's moving to a nonprofit, and there's an interesting trend going on, and a lot of people are noticing it, and that's the fact that nonprofits are getting a lot more attention in the election cycles and are having a lot more influence. And therefore, corporations are going to start bankrolling them more and trying to attract government talent. And in fact, private corporations are going to start giving more money to nonprofits on both sides of the aisle so that they can attract top government officials to executive positions. And they want these ex-government people, and they're willing to pay for them. In DeMint's case, he's selling them his Rolodex. Heritage Foundation wants his connections, and of course, the real bottom line here is, why is DeMint making this change? Is it because he wants to spread conservative values through the Heritage Foundation, and this is an opportunity that's too good to pass? Well, that's part of the story. The other part of the story is that in 2010, Jim DeMint's net worth was between $16,000 and $65,000. So he's one of few senators who really didn't seem to milk a lot of advantage out of his years as a senator at $174,000 a year. So, but the Heritage Foundation is supposedly going to pay him a salary close to $3 million a year. So that ought to take some of the sting out of it. And besides, Jim DeMint, considering the train wreck that's happening in Washington, D.C., why would you want to stick around anyway? I'm sure we're going to see a lot more senators bail on this government and this Congress in the next year, 2 years, and 3 years, because they're going to be like rats leaving a sinking ship. So goodbye, Jim DeMint. I'm glad you're gone, although I'm sure equally inefficient, ineffective, bootlicking corporate whore is going to be chosen to take your place. And last but not least, you can bring all your religious zealotry to your position at Heritage and bring a little voodoo to their conservative message. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.